Is Lord Haywire. I'm streaming some game creation today, like I normally do on Saturdays and Sundays. It's kind of interesting. I started working on another game that's like a hex-based game, and I like noticed that I was doing stuff differently in that game. It's like, I was able to generate a hex. That's a hex map. That's all I was able to do. But it's interesting, like working. Whoops, I don't want a folder. I want to open a file here. It's it's interesting starting work on a different. Oh, I did go to file, a different game and seeing like, oh wait, I think I might be doing this wrong. I also updated Unity to 23. I jumped to the 23. What is it? 2310 F1 0 F1 0. Wait, 1 0 F1. There we go. So it's kind of interesting to start a new game and be like reminded of like how, like not reminded, but to be like, oh wait, am I doing this wrong? And this other instantiate, that's not how you spell that. Instantiate. We want to see. Yeah, I'm doing it wrong. I mean, I guess it's not. No, this one it doesn't matter. Let's see here. I am doing it wrong. Move the game object to the hero list in the hierarchy. So I was making, when you generate a hex map, you get a fucking ton of sprites and things, and I was like, I want these to generate underneath the thing, in the hierarchy. I want it to, generate like this underneath one of these things. And so I looked up, and I've done it before, but I was like, I think there's a way to do it when you instantiate, and there is. And then I was like, wait, was I doing that in my other game? And I'm not. We're doing it. We're moving this right here. So I think we can actually. We don't need to do that. I'm gonna start some music, and then we'll go over real quick of what we're gonna fix today. So what we're gonna do today. I hope that this is set up right. Is everything set up right? It looks like everything's fine. Why am I not hearing any music here? Oh, it just needed to start. So you can put where you want it to instantiate in the hierarchy right here, right at the end after this. Um, and I just didn't do it. Yeah, see, transform parent. So I think we could. What is this thing? Hero hierarchy list. The fuck is this? um, where did that go? Spawn hero token. I think this is where we want this. I don't know what this is. I can't remember. It looks like this is like some game object that we're attached. This is attached to something. Then we should be able to just get rid of this. I don't, and then we'll check for more places where I did this. But let's make sure that what are we doing here? This is the toggle switch. We got to test this shit anyways. Anyways, what we're going to do today is last time I changed something or I did something and just a bazillion bugs appeared. The whole thing imploded. So that's fucking annoying, and I know I'm gonna get frustrated later. But it also, I noticed that when that happens, I go back and I fix other like I find the bugs and it fixes other things, and it makes it kind of more stable, if that makes sense. Yeah, so this is working. That's what we wanted to make sure, is that this change that I just made. So before we do any more testing here, let's find any other places where I'm using instantiate, and we'll make sure this. We're gonna just leave that there for now, and then just in case I fucked something else up. Okay, so where's this one? This is the hero location. We are not assigning this anywhere, so we don't need to do that. we're not instantiating many things. So this is the army token. Move to the army list and inspector. This means the hierarchy. So we can just put this, even though this is all fucked up. We're gonna fix this next. I mean, not today. It's gonna be 100 years from now. Um, we're on 40. This is the 46th one. So how many hours have we put into this? They're about 3 hour streams. 46. So I don't know, 3-4 weeks of work. And if you were doing this for a living. So that's where that. So that's. I think that's the only place I'm instantiating stuff. Actually, that's not true. I think I'm instantiating some prefabs in. Yeah, like here. It's like I just forgot how this worked. Doesn't look like we're doing. No, we did it here. It looks like I don't know what the fuck we're doing there. I don't want to look through all that code and figure it out. But if we just got to remember in my brain pan. Okay, that's close enough. That's good enough. The other thing I've noticed, and I mentioned this last time, this website is getting slower and slower, and I think it's because I have 130 items in this done thing. We're just gonna put that over here, and we're gonna mark this done, because that's what we do. Close issue. You're done. I do think like this, or GitHub is just sucking balls as of late. I'm gonna put this up here, but like it's really sluggish. Hero stack count needs to close when it's moving. All right, I think we fixed that right before we were done, but let's double check. So what it's talking about is when we spawn a hero and there's more than one, well, we should double check, but when we spawn a hero, it should just appear. But if there's more than one, we got to create a hero here. We got to recruit one. It should be a stack. Okay, so that's working. Let's zoom in. Well, let's maximize this. So we have Ryan. This is the newest one. He's on top now. Douglas Turner is below. We can tell he's off to the side. He's not selected. The one below, which is what we want. And then we want to move this guy here. And I think what it's talking about is, oh, okay, so that worked. He moved and it turned off the count. And that's what we were trying to check. And we have Douglas Turner there and we have nobody here. So there's a problem. We got a problem there. What was that? So this needs to be open. This is like the hero list. What the fuck is the name of that thing? Whoops. Let's put that on our list of things to fix. Okay, so it's kind of this. I think that's kind of already on there. This looks like it's done. Well, let's test it again. There could be, that's going to be the problem, is I'm going to have to get ask my Discord community or something to help me test this, because there's when you're the developer, you only test it a certain way, and that's why people do like the betas and stuff. But I don't. What the fuck am I doing? I'm testing right here. Let's do another person. No, we can't do you. Tina Scott. Here you go. She's not selected, so let's select her just to see if that works. Tina Scott's on the top. The count is going. Let's move this person. We still have that bug where sometimes they just don't go. Her name was still, this person's name. They're no longer. Okay, we need to fix. I think I double clicked that on accident. I did. Listening to funeral oration. It's some band. It's just some nostalgic thing. Leaves a county, and there is just The leftover hero needs to... Heroes need to get restacked. I think that should, thus showing their name or stack count, stack count. What is this other thing right here? Oh, that's for next time or for later. And we'll just dump it right there. All right, that seems to have been fixed. So let's close this thing. Should we do that next? I guess we'll do that next. So let's think about how that's going to work. Let's go back to this. So I was also thinking about this might actually be a good time for an event. So we might want to rewrite this code to have an event. So basically, when the hero leaves the county, we can have it fire an event, and then all these things react to that event. Like it restacks, it does whatever. We can have it subscribe to that event. The other thing we could do is, and then when it gets to the destination, an event is triggered, which might actually be the way to do it, because we might be adding more and more things that are interacting with the hero leaving and arriving. I think that actually might be what we want to do. You know how my poor luck with events, my poor understanding of events. Says this isn't being used. Where is this? We have a lot of code commented out here. Oh yeah, the smooth dam, because we were struggling with that shit. So like start hero movement would fire an event. And then, if other things subscribe to that event. So like what happens when start hero movement happens? We would want to restack. Like we'd run a restack. Like we just said. I think that's the way to do it. This just popped in my head earlier this morning. I was like, wait, why aren't I using... I was walking back from coffee, like sipping my coffee, walking down the street. And I was like, wait, why aren't we using events? The one time that I feel like this should be an event thing, we are not doing it. So... I was about to say, yeah, we can change that on the... So the event would, and hero movement is on the prefab, I believe. Okay, so that's going to be... So how's that going to work? How would we subscribe to each hero? We have a list of them. We would have to... Okay, so hero movement is on the prefab. I'm almost positive. Let's actually look here. Prefabs, hero token, inspector. Yeah. These are all attached to it. Is that what we want to do? Like we're going to rewrite everything for no apparent reason. What is this? Okay, so this is just... Oh, this is like the name of the... We're going to rename this. We're going to rename this right now, because I thought it was like a stacking thing. Come here, fucker. We're going to rename that to text. We're going to pop this fucker back open. We're going to break a bunch of shit here. 1 second. You know, me and my renaming of things as I go. One day I will stop doing that. Okay, so those are all referenced. Like, even that, though, like, so it's supposed to do that count every time it's spawned, but we could set up, well, once again, I'm having a problem. The events don't work how I think they work. Maybe we should just, what is this? I don't care. It's this new version's got a few warnings that are happening. It's also depreciated a bunch of stuff. I loaded a Code Monkey tutorial. I was going through it. It's actually pretty interesting. I have the free 30-day trial for GitHub Copilot, and I was doing a Code Monkey tutorial, and well, first thing I loaded it. I opened it in Unity with 2023, and it just fucking errors, warnings. There's like literally like 70 of them, and it's like completely broken. And I don't know if that's just because its code's completely broken or what. But then I started doing the tutorial, and I was like typing stuff in, following along. Because what I like to do is do the video, watch the video like a little bit, and then go back and like type some of it in, so I can kind of like understand while I type it. I'm like, oh yeah, y equals whatever. Then now I understand what y is or whatever. But as I was typing it, GitHub Copilot was filling in, guessing the code that like as it does. It's an AI thing, so it's supposed to guess the code, and the code was identical to the tutorial, identical, and so I'm pretty sure they use GitHub Copilot. They used Code Monkey's code to train their AI, and what I mean identical, like comments and shit. it was it was very odd. Made typing in easy, but anyways, back to what the fuck we're doing. Do I want to use events to do that? So the hero token leaves. It gets told to move. So what happens when it gets told to move? We could just fire an event. And then all these scripts could subscribe to that event. How would they subscribe to heroes? Let's look at, so when they're spawned, we would have to somehow tell it. How would we do that? We would have to, so here we are, we spawn this hero. This is just a plain old hero. We would have to subscribe to that event now. And we could do that. I mean, it's on Awake, we could, on Enable, we could subscribe to those, but that's only if they're attached to the hero. What happens if they're attached to the county? If the script is attached to the county, how's it going to know when to subscribe? All right, fuck it. We won't do the events. We'll put a note in here. I might already have a note. Yeah, we'll just put a note in here. Maybe change some of hero movement to events. Right now they're whatever. So what is our problem that we're trying to solve? We are trying to solve when a hero leaves a county and the leftover heroes need to get restacked. Thus showing their name or stack count. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna hit play here, and we're gonna do it once. Now we need one of these guys. Yeah, let's do this in a different order. And then spawn Howard Hale, and then spawn Lori Taylor, and that's worked. It's on 2. Lori Taylor's gonna move, hopefully. We still haven't figured out why that doesn't work sometimes. Lori Taylor is turned off. So the minute that it moves, so let's go to hero movement. Wonder why we're not using that. Start hero movements. Oh yeah, we found out we didn't need that stuff. It was like an extra if statement that never gets hit. Wonder why I don't have a return in here. Okay, so right here, hero movement. So this is saying if it's not, so if it's not already at its current destination, don't do anything. And that's why we're returning. We're busting out there. If it's not, if it's time to destination is set as false, then we are setting the initial time, which is basically the start of movement. Setting the initial time is basically the start of movement. I'll put a little note in here. This is basically the start of hero movement. And then so right after that, we need to restack the current hero list. So where we have like a script, is it called hero stacking? Yes, hero stacking. And how are we stack heroes is, oh, this is where we were trying to like figure out if, okay, this I think was one of our issues, was this if statement right here. If the hero count is not equal to the spawn hero count, then add a hero. So can we just run public void? Yeah, so we can just run this. Where is this thing? We should be able to just hero stacking, stack, whoops, we wanted an instance. Stack heroes. So this is what I was talking about. Instead of doing this, we could have an event that's fired, and then hero stacking would run when that event is fired. And this is already on the heroes, because I thought of a reason to not have that on the heroes, honestly. It's that it's going to, if you have two of them, it's going to be run multiple times. It just popped in my head, too. Okay, it's not on here. Where the fuck is it? It's probably like on some sort of token controller. Yes, okay, so that's fine. What's your problem? Wait, oh. That's because it was running. So let's see what that does. We need to make this hero stacking method, or whatever the fuck it's called, very robust to work with a bunch of different things. So we need two heroes here. We need to spawn one. We need to spawn another one. Nancy's on top. We gotta hope that this thing works, because it doesn't always. Wow, look at this. Oh, I think we saw that last time. Yeah, this is the problem, is that this is not robust yet. We need this stack hero thing. This is the thing. So let's look at this here. So hero spawn stack. I think this is the issue. We were trying to figure out why, a way to make sure that these, when do you add a new, I mean, we could have two different ones, and that might actually just be easier, but they're so similar. That's what I was trying to the other thing we could do, actually, let's do this out of fucking laziness. Laziness, and it will work fine. We're gonna do a public bool. Is spawning. Yeah. And then we're gonna put it in here. What is this? Bool is spawning. I guess I don't. Do I not need this here? I don't think I need that there. Then we would get rid of this. We'd get rid of this whole thing. If is spawning hero is equal to true, then run this. We don't have an else statement here. Oh, because we do want it to, we want this insert and remove to always happen. Okay, so we should have some bugs here. This one is hero movement. So this is the one, we're gonna say false. We don't want to run that thing. And then this one should be true. Right? If the county list spawn hero count is not equal to 0, okay, if it's 1, so that will make it, so I think this is, yeah, because we're adding the hero here because it's 0. But don't we want it to, well, I guess we don't need to stack it here. We don't need to stack it because it's 0. We could actually, it's not even getting added to the list. Do we not want it in the list? Well, I think that we were talking about that last time. Do we want it in the list? And when I say we, I mean me and myself. I think I was talking to myself about this last time. We were like, so if you just spawn 1, it doesn't generate the list. But if you spawn, you know what we could do? I don't know if this is gonna work. Where's my hero? What are we doing? Where is this? I can't remember how to do this, but I'll look it up. What is this shit? We want to do. Where do I have that? It's serialized something or other. That is somewhere. Where did I do it? I did it under faction something. Like we have a fucking event here. We figured out that this is the better way. Serializable, that's what we do. Let's see what happens if we put serializable up here. Where did we put that? At the top? Above everything? This will probably cause some sort of huge fucking issue. Where is that thing stuck? All right, what is this problem? Oh, we have another thing. Okay, so on pointer click, if is selected as true, we stack the heroes again. Whoa, what the fuck? Don't do that to me. And that's gonna be false. We're not generating a thing here. Whoops, wrong button. We're not creating. That's if it's already selected, we want to stack it again. I don't know if we ever even tested that. So this should be on the world map load. We are gonna have to tear this apart. It'll be kind of fun. It will both be horrifying and fun at the same time. It would be. So we can see this now, which is kind of cool. Let's see if this works. Fuck yeah. So excited at the most simple shit. Uh, yeah, I mean, this is a fucking mess with all these different factions. And yeah, we need to break world map load. Look at all this crap in here into smaller chunks. And what we'll do with that, like look at all these things, we'll break it into smaller things. And I think like I did this token controller, I think we'll do like a controller, in the, like we have the bank and the clock and stuff. We'll move all those into like a something like this where we can open it up, we can expand it and get to that things. But I like to have this kind of organized because it's really easy for this shit to get out of control. That's actually, speaking of Code Monkey, when you look at his hierarchy, it's a fucking mess. It's just pages of shit, and it's weird that he does it that way. Just gonna shit talk that guy all day. I don't know. Poor fucker. What the fuck were we doing? Uh, okay. No, it was because of him that I got the hex generation to work. So, what were we doing here? Let's do two. What is this guy's name? It's really long. Benjamin Hernandez. Let's stack two people. Let's have you move here. All right, that did not work. But now we can look at this hero. And we still have two, which matches over here. But, so this has the wrong number. And we're getting that thing again. So let's figure out what we're doing wrong. They kind of jumped around when it went there. If is spawning hero equals true, it's going to hero stacking is going to take. Oh, I should have left that playing so we could double check our work there. Is it this is where it's dying? Okay, I think what's happening is, so this is taking the count. Oh, you know what I think the problem is? No, we had two at that point. I was gonna say I think this has been so this is the count -1, and if there's 0 there, we kind of need to see this thing too. Hero stacking. What did we do? Serializable. Where the fuck is this attached though? What do we got at this space up there? So this is going to also be in world map load. I keep hearing all these terrible things about Twitch, and I'm such a nobody streamer that I don't think any of it affects me, but it makes me want to leave Twitch. You know, I don't want to support their terrible shit. I don't know why this has popped in my head. But I don't know of an alternative. I guess YouTube. I should start streaming some stuff on YouTube. So we got our heroes here. Is that a part of it? No, we haven't stacked any yet. So it hasn't been created. It seems like this should still be sitting here. Okay, there's still none created because we don't do that until the second one. Am I missing it? Let's pause this. Wait, what am I hitting? Okay, whoops. So this is just a list of game objects. I don't know if that's going to be... I can't remember why we did it that way. Oh, heroes... No? I was about to say that's on the each game object. It could be... I don't see it there either. Oh, did we stick it down like on here somewhere? I think that whole funeral oration album is done. Yeah, I don't see it on here unless I'm missing it. I feel like it should be on the controller. But it shouldn't be here. Where did I put that? Might have to rename some stuff. We were going to hero stacking, which is in the world map load, of course. Wherever the fuck that went, I've lost it. World map load. County. There it is. Oh, it's a dictionary list, so maybe we can't see it. I bet you that's the case. I gotta, that was like the shortest album. It's like a 5-minute album. Well, I guess 40 minutes have passed. I need to stop looking at the clock. All right, so this is pointless. Well, we'll leave the serializable thing in there. Who gives a shit, right? Maybe we'll encounter it somewhere later. I think it's because it's a dictionary list. Do we have any other dictionary lists that have? This one does it actually do anything though? No, it does. It doesn't actually do anything. And I think that's probably, I tried to add that later and I was like, where is this stuff? It's because it's a dictionary list. Okay. So how do we solve our problem here? The problem is, so let's go through this. If we click on this, that seems to work. Let's say we click it again. I can't tell if the person's name changed. Diane Wilson. I don't think it did. Wait, Diane Wil. Oh no, she is there. Oh no, it is changing. So if we're gonna move her to here, currently selected hero is null. Well, that's another bug. I knew this would be a frustrating. Isn't. That should be in hero stacking though too. We should be doing that in hero stacking. We definitely should. Yeah, we had so many bugs. Like whatever I changed, and I still don't know what it was, just fucking imploded all of our code. Hero stacking. So let's go back to what we were trying. What the fuck were we trying to fix? When a hero leaves a county and the leftover heroes need to get restacked, that's their name. All right, so we need to. How are we getting. I think this is the problem. We got to get it. I think I know what it is. So we're recruiting, or we're doing this. We're going to each one of these. We got whatever there. He's going to get his time, and then it's counting. So what is this thing? Well, I don't know why that's happening so many times. I think it's happening so many times because it's in fixed update or something. So that person moves. This person, it should have taken him off the list, right? Let's double check that. Not that list. It should, the minute he starts moving, the minute the timer's up, let's move hero movement over here. The minute the timer's up, it needs to take him off. See, once again, this is where I was thinking like an event. We could just start subscribing, but I think the subscribing part's going to be hard. Hero movement is in the hero. Yeah, I don't know how we would do the subscriptions thing. Okay, so let's go through this very simply. The minute the hero starts to move, right? Yes, because you can't. The minute the timer is up. Wait, it's when the timer's up that we need to do that, not here. No, it's not. This is the start of the timer. Is the start of the timer, not hero movement. Okay, so the timer is set, and then this is the thing that may be fucked up. This doesn't make any sense. What the fuck does this say? What the fuck? This doesn't make any sense. This debug log doesn't make any sense. All right, so then it sets this time, and then is time to destination set is kicked into true, which sets up the hero timer. The hero timer will run then, and then when the hero timer is finished timed, move is set to true. The minute move is set to true, we jump to this move thing. I think that's part of our problem right there. Where's our move thing? I don't like this is being called move. Let's call it hero move. And okay, so hero move kicks off, and then we do the minute hero move is kicked off, we need to do the next thing, which is the hero. We need to have some sort of hero stacking method, some sort of thing that we're doing. Once again, like this seems like let's rename this to hero move too. Because we're gonna have one called army move. We're gonna basically duplicate this for the armies, and it's almost. I was thinking like maybe we should just have a thing that feeds in either the armies. Like is this an army or is it a hero? Since this is like duplicate stuff, um, but we'll deal with that later too. We're just gonna keep kicking everything down the road. So this is what I'm thinking though. It does hero move, or sorry, up here it does hero move. Maybe we should put another method. Where we say like hero I don't want to say hero stacking. We're gonna do like hero bookkeeping, hero hero maintenance, and then we'll make a new one here. And hero maintenance, we'll run this. But now I just thought of something. Hero stack heroes. Let's go look at this. How is it getting which location? Yeah. Okay, so this is actually right. So it's going to get the current. So the minute this is going to it's going to stack these guys at its current location. The location doesn't change until when the hero move. Once the hero move the thing, so we're moving. I was looking for like move towards or whatever. All right, so we move it. Turn off hero stack count. I guess we'll leave that there. If the hero gets to the center of the county, its move is considered done. To the center of the county. That's a fucking lie. If the hero gets to the hero's spawn location, hero has arrived at destination. Remove hero from list. Hero stack. So we got rid of that stuff. I wonder why we got rid of that stuff. Maybe it was just for testing. Is set to destination as false. Shouldn't this happen earlier? That's why that thing's firing a bunch of times. Is because this, where did that go? This should happen earlier, I feel like. This should happen like immediately. Like right off the second it starts. Is time to destination set. Timer is done, so this is false. Okay. I may have just fucked something up. This is what I did last time, and that's why everything was like set up in this very, very critical floppy order that the minute I moved something Okay, so then we also have this where it arrives at the destination. Hero move is false. Remove hero from list. All right, that's the thing that we commented this out as saying it's not being used anymore. We need this actually to be in hero maintenance. The minute it starts moving, we need to remove the hero from the list. The second it starts moving, we need to, because it's actually, it needs to be done before this restacks. It needs to be done before this restacks. And we'll put a note here. Stacking the hero's start location. And then when it gets to the destination, it does need to stack again. But we need to do this after it gets this location. Because this location is how it's figuring out, and we're setting this location right here. Its destination becomes its location, and its destination is null. We need this to stack here. Let's put a note here. Has reached destination, so heroes need to be stacked again. False, we're not spawning anything. And we'll get rid of this. Now, I just thought of an issue, probably. That is, we get there and there's no list made. So how is this thing getting... We need to add this hero to the hero list. Have we already done that? The location list. So where is that? Is that happening? Timer's done, so this is false. This, I guess these are variables, so let's keep them at the top. Let me think about this. Turn off the token stack. Why? Why? This shouldn't be here. Why would we turn off the token stack? Okay, so this is once it's moving. Okay, so I see what's going on here. The stack count. Let's put this right above this. Let's have this kick off as it starts moving. Right before it starts moving, it will turn off the hero count, the hero stack count, because the hero is moving. Perfect. Thank you. If the hero gets to the hero spawn location, its move is considered done. That is, so it's we get this debug log. This is hero destination county, hero spawn location equals. That looks right. Countdown is false. Why? What is this? What the fuck is this? We don't need this shit. Don't we already have that? We are, I already tried to remove some of this. Why do we have this if we have is time to destination set? Okay. Has reached the destination, so the hero needs to be stacked again with false because no heroes have been spawned. Okay, hero destination equals null. That's great. This is going to refresh the hero panel, which isn't working. This isn't working. This isn't working. How we want it to. How we want it to. Meaning that the hero, the oh wait, did we want that off on purpose? Destination place, the destination isn't opening the hero list panel. All right. Cancel them. We don't give a shit about that right now. and we don't give a shit about these things. I'm gonna leave these down here. I should probably move them completely. Let's move them out of here completely. So we'll just put them at the very bottom. I have a bunch of code just like stashed at the bottom. Yeah, like right here. And I thought of another, yeah, whatever. I've been thinking about like these things pop in my mind. I'm like, oh yeah, we should do that. But then it's like 100 years from now. But there was something I noticed just a second ago. I was like, we're removing this from this, remove hero from list. But we never add it to the new list, do we? Uh, add hero to list. I don't feel like we've done this. Um, I don't think these count things are very helpful right now. This is, yes, so this is the, okay, so we can just copy this, add it here, and if we run this, after it gets its location updated, we can put that, which is right here. And right above here, nope, nope. Adds the hero to the, yeah. Okay, adds the hero to the list of heroes in the county. We've already got its location as the new destination. Destination is set to null. We can actually have this set right here, so these aren't broken up. Well, I don't know what I hit. And then we're gonna add the hero to the list. We're gonna stack this fucker. Where are we removing? When are we removing it from the list? I know we're doing it somewhere. Didn't I just type that in here? Oh, we're doing it up here. You know, no, we can't do it until we have the destination in there. This is sloppy as fuck. You know, this is open source, and I like dread someone who's like a professional programmer and look through this and be like, "My God, your code fucking sucks. It's so fucking ugly. It's just a spaghetti mess." Unless they're gonna be like, "Hey, buddy, here's a way to fix this. Your code is shit, but you could change this to that." And so I have an open source, not so other people will feel obligated or try to come in and fix stuff, but so they could see what I'm doing, and also so they can be like, hey, there's a better way to do this. I don't expect anyone to write any code for me. Um, I mean, we could stick this in here as well. Whatever. Okay, so we just went through this whole thing, and I feel like all we did is probably made a bunch more bugs. Um, this is the old code. Look at that. It's going to write my old shit or my shit for me here. Oh, we've had this running the whole time. It's fine. Man, an hour's passed. Okay, since an hour's passed, I'm going to take a quick break. And what we can do then is when I get back, we'll hit play on this and we'll see what disasters I've set up. So I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. Okay. I am back. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Let's start some music up. Let's hit play on this puppy. I have a feeling that what I've done was I've made many mistakes. But that's, that's part of life. Okay. Brenda Carter. Howard is on top, which is what we want. Um, Something else has happened. Okay, let's go back through. What thing is it complaining about? You need to go over here. A lot. um. Okay, so it's right after. Were we already removing this somewhere else? No. Oh, we don't. So with hero movement. Okay, so the problem is with this guy. No? I think this music needs to be a little louder. Uh. Okay, so it looked like it started to move, then immediately stopped. Maybe we're turning off. I think it has something to do with that thing, actually. Go back up to hero. Hero timer should stop running. No, that turned off. That all, and this was set to true. Are we changing like its destination or something? I don't know what this is. Let's get it out of here. This could be broken. Oh, I know what that is. So the timer is turned off. Actually, I feel like this should be up here. And this should be, timer is done. So hero should start moving. So this is, the timer's done, so this is false. um, yeah, I guess. Um, what is the hero destination currently? Hero destination was Tillamook. We still have this. Remove hero is removing it from the. its current location, and it's adding it to that location. And this is what it was having problems with, was that thing? What does it actually say here? Oh. It's doing this every frame. So it does it once, it starts the move, it tries to do it again, and then it's like, no, we've already removed it. Okay, so that's not going to work in hero move. And then it just shits the bed there, as they say. So we need that to run once. We need you to run once. So hero move. So, but we need that to happen before. Okay, so that's easy. We can fix that. The hero timer ends, and if this equals that, then we set this to false. We put the hero maintenance in here. Do some hero maintenance once. And then the move is kicked in. And then move starts, and the hero is moving. That's what was happening there. And so then the hero moves, and then this is only going to happen once. Let's see if that solves our problem. I have a feeling, I'm feeling confident. Fingers crossed. Let's just try to move one without anybody there and see what happens in the stack. Okay, so the reason why this is happening, I think, is there's no hero. So this goes back to that thing that I mentioned way at the beginning. I was like, do we want that hero? I actually thought of another thing. We might be able to get rid of this. So this is during the spawn. No, it's not during this. So how does that hero get spawned? Or we have to click the button. So there, if we go to the toggle thing, where's the toggle thing? Looks like I closed it. We have a lot of fucking code with hero in the word or in the name. Look at all this hero shit. All right, but the toggle one isn't there. So let's open up the toggle here. I think that's so it was something I mentioned earlier, I'm pretty sure, where I was like, oh yeah, we could do this differently, and I think we have to do it differently. UI hero spawn toggle. Yeah, this needs to go. Should we just get rid of this shit while I'm here? Let's put a note. I don't want to get sidetracked, so let's put a thing in here. Hero spawn toggle needs an if statement removed. I turn on my break timer. Looks like I did. I'll put this down right there. Who cares? So that spawns there, but then we have this like if statement. If it is not 0, Yeah, we were just trying to not to. I was trying not to have it add an unnecessary. If there's only one, why add it into the thing? But it turns out we do need it there. Uh, and why was I stacking these guys? Because I would just was. Okay, so let's get rid of this. It's not going to be an if. We're just going to always add it. So we always add that in. When you spawn add the hero to, yeah, and increase. All right. I mean, it says it right there, but well, I like sometimes it's easier for me to read it in English than to try to go through the whole shit bag here. Okay, so it goes down. The spawn hero count goes up. It adds it to the hero stack list, which is currently hero spawn stack equals what? Hero spawn stack equals the currently selected county. Yep, because you can't get it without that. So that's going to add that to the list. It's going to put the debug log. We don't give a shit about that right now, but it's fine. It's going to set its sort order to 100, which is fine, but we're not stacking it again. We were stacking it if it was not. I should have just commented that out so I could look at it. Do we want to go back? Why was it stacked? So if it was not equal to 0, so if it was stacking it. So we should probably stack it. I don't think we need this in this case. If it was not equal to 1, it was running this. Wait. Okay, so actually, hero stacking. This doesn't need to be here anymore because it's always going to get added. We were trying to like. I think I just created a bunch more problems, but we'll just chip that away when we get to it, and it shouldn't be that big of a deal to chip that away. Okay, so let's do this first. We just want to spawn 1 and then move it, and then we'll spawn 2 and move them. Spawn 1 guy, Susan Cox, on your way. Patiently wait. Okay, so. All right, so there's only 1. So that should be 0. It can't insert itself. If there's only 1, I don't think it can insert it can't insert itself. I think that I think that's the problem. If heroes spawn, I don't know if that's true, is greater than 0. Dot count. Wait, greater than 1. Then do this shit. Otherwise, I think that's that. I swear this wasn't a stop button before 2023, the 2023 version. Charles Bell. Come on, Charles, you can do it. You did it, except for you're getting another bug here. Okay. Oh, well, we forgot it. We forgot to. We forgot some code. We got to change some code. All right. Charles. I can hear my computer going chugging away. That's not a good sign. Hopefully, I'm not all like my voices and all. Yeah. Okay, Evelyn, we're counting on you. No. Uh. What a weird message. If it's not a part, yeah, just say that it's unused, man. Okay, so the name is Zero. Man, that album's already over again. What else would I? Let's just listen to whatever. Listen to The Damned again for the 100,000th time. That's only happening once, right? It is. This still stupid destination's still happening 19 times because it's happening while it's moving. It really only takes 19 frames for it to get there. Uh, let's go back up to where we added this. Okay, add the hero to the list of heroes in the county. Where did we do the remove? Hero maintenance. What happens if we do this way instead? Where's my hero maintenance? I have a fear that the issue is not it's that this doesn't exist. How did we do? Well, let's see. If we get the error, then we'll know that that doesn't exist. The county, Tillamook County, doesn't have its dictionary list initialized yet. It's quite possible. Yes, I think that's the issue. Look at this. I have a feeling that's supposed to be rounded to it. Well, let's not get sidetracked. We'll find out soon enough. So yeah, where are we initializing these lists? I know in world map load we set up the dictionary. Wait, what? Yeah, I think. Well, where are we getting that one thing? So there's that, but where are we initializing these things? Remember we were having this hero. We were kind of like struggling with this a while ago. Hero stacking starting. Let's rename this one to ending. Just so that they're slightly different here. Okay, I don't think that has anything to do with anything, but I mean, we can double check, but I'm pretty sure that has nothing to do with anything. Yeah, we're initializing this in some weird spot. Is it when we toggle? Where's my toggle? A way to test that would be, well, I guess it wouldn't. I, where are we initializing that? Huh. I guess maybe just adding. Um, Maybe that's what we were fucking with, and we got it to work. Where beeth you, heroes stack? Hmm. I don't think it's because of this. I think it has anything to do with that. I'm not sure. I think we would have a problem spawning someone here. Oh, we do. I think that's a different issue, though. Where did we get to that? How did we get here? We don't need this if it's being destroyed at the beginning. And I think, oh wait, didn't we take this out and then it turned out we did need that? But if we look at hero, where the fuck is this thing? Oh, that's why the banker was open. It's running the destroy panel first. So it has the heroes. I think this is a different issue. So let's not get sidetracked by that. That's a different whole problem we have there. Let's go play. Got to go back to what we were doing here. So what is... Let's debug log something here. Hero destination. And I want this thing to be heroes stacking. Oh no, we can't. We can't do that. Instant stacking. It was actually right. There we go. Let's see if that destination is there. And then let's also check this name, because maybe this name, where is this thing attached to? Hero movement? It should be attached to the hero's token. So, token name. And then that should give us some information. What the fuck is going wrong here? And I bet you that other issue we were having is because that's not rounded. Okay, what is the information we got here? Tillamook and 0. So how do we figure out... How do we figure out what we could? I guess we could just deblog log. I think this doesn't exist. Heroes stacking ending. I kind of like the idea it has. We'll do that, but we're also gonna do. Look at all these debug logs. This is a fucking mess. I just want to see what this says. It's probably just going to say, you know, some list T bullshit. So even if it's a 0, if the count's 0, it should still be able to add it. I feel like it's part of, there's some initialization error going on. Not, you know, it's doing it right. This is like a float or something. That's the problem. I keep seeing this. I'm like, I want to fix that. Oh, we're going to fix this first. I guess I'll leave that there. I got to figure out where this is getting initial. I think this is the problem. Because this was also happening regardless of the. This was on location before, and location shouldn't be empty. Oh, it's searching the selection. Current project. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Here it is. Here's the thing. Hero stacking name. Okay, this is the name of the county. Did we only stick that on like one county as a test? No, it's here. Is this wrong? So let me think about this. This needs to. This will be a test. Let me think here. Okay. I feel like that's right. This is on start. Probably could put it on awake or something, but or on enable or something. No, we put it on start for a reason. Okay. How did we initialize those other? Yeah, that wouldn't work if it wasn't. Okay, so I think that works, and it did used to work, so we know that that works actually. No, that's not what we need. We need hero movement. The hero's name destination, and it didn't work even when it was on location. But let's try it again. Just even if it goes, even if it's wrong. Well, no, that's not gonna work. Destination. So that's gonna be Tillamook, which is what we have there. The token name was 0, and there's no count because there's nothing there. And then it croaks out here, which is maybe we got a problem. Okay, wait. I think the problem is. Oh wait. It's this. It's. We're removing it from this. But we can't add it to itself. We need to add. What is this fucking thing? This is a game. This is a game object. We can remove it from it. We're removing it. We need to add the game object in, not the itself. Jesus Christ. Uh, so to add the game object, can we just put in here game object? No, what do you want? hero movement is attached to... Yeah, it's right there. There's another way we could do this. Why doesn't it want to let me... It's like this game object is what we're trying to add. Once again, let's look at hero stack, just in case. And there, I was like, why did we even make this a list? We could have just made it a class. We could have just made it a thing of... Well, there's another way we can do this. And it's actually pretty much right here. Doesn't like that either. Could we... Look at all these debug logs. Could we add to hero list? Where's our remove from hero list? Where'd you go? Hero maintenance. Just want to make sure I have this in the right spot. Fuck did I put that? It's at the end of hero move. Do we have this in here twice? All right, this is what we're gonna do. Going to... I don't think we need this hero maintenance thing. We don't need this hero's maintenance thing. Let's find where this thing is and just get rid of it. And what else were we doing? We're doing this stack. Okay, so if we go down to here, well, I guess I'll move these so I just have to, so I just don't have to type them again. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. It looks like we already have one of those here, but All right, so if we take... Oh, that was supposed to be there. We add it first, then we remove it from the old one. And then we remove it. What is this shit? Why is there little dots right here? See how I set them? What this doesn't tell us anything. And you know, it's not that type of heroes. It's hero apostrophe heroes. Uh, okay, so this one, how is this move? How is this? This should already be. We actually got rid of the reason to have this bool there, so we'll probably get rid of that. I should put a note in so I don't forget. Like the baby steps, you know? I say that every stream. Oh, I tried to save it. All right, I have no idea what we just did anything that we need to be done, but I feel like we did something, right? Kimberly Miller, you're gonna do it for us. You're gonna get there. Go, Kimberly. All right, you've done it for. You see what happened there is it restacked them and set. It set that one to. So it set that one to be selected once it was done being stacked. If it's okay, redo that. So we don't want that to happen. We don't want it to be selected. Where are we doing that? Is selected. Hero is selected as true. Is false as false. Which I mean, we can turn that off, but that's going to cause problems for when we're doing other things. Um, I don't know what the fuck this is. I can't remember what that is. So we're getting rid of it. I can't. Oh, this is one big gigantic fucking line. That's just like, yeah. So the hero should be selected if we could just put a variable. No, we wouldn't know. Yeah, this is no longer no. Let's make sure. I don't think that that's necessary anymore because we're always adding it to that list now. So let's do this. Oh, that fucked up something else, though. Yeah, this isn't necessary anymore. So let's get rid of this and this and this. Why do you still say there's an unused parameter? Oh, this one. Yes, this. Okay, now I understand why it was talking about the shipped thing. We should get some bugs here, yeah. We no longer need this. Should have saved that. Man, the IntelliCode actually does really help cut down on the tedious shit. All right, let's make sure. I think I'm getting sidetracked here. Let's just do one. He turns off and turns back on. All right, so how are we going to tell? Look at that bullshit. How are we going to tell in the hero stacking? We need like an if statement in here or something. So the hero moves, he gets there, and we don't want it to be selected. So I guess let's just take this off. We'll just comment it out. And then when we get to the next part where we do want it to be selected, we'll figure that out. So let's double check that this move is working. Then we'll move it again. And we'll move it, we'll move it around a little bit and test out that one is working. Samuel Wood here. So that's the way we want it. Let's make sure we can cancel this still. All right, that all works. Let's have you go to here. And you can go to, oh, you got to select you again. Okay, so that all works. You know what we can test? I know what this bug is. We're here. Let's spawn somebody right on his head. Okay, so the first issue that we've come up against here is that it's not stacking them. It needs to stack them when that person spawned. Or it's not stacking them correctly. So and we took that out. We took that out because I combined the thing and I wasn't sure if we needed it. But we actually do need it. We need it right here. Where the fuck was it's under hero stacking? So now let's try that again. We took that out, but we needed it after all. I don't know what this shit is. Oh, I do know what this shit is. That shouldn't actually. I don't think we need that at all either because we're stacking them every time. We're doing a lot of stacking of heroes here. Howard. Daniel. Let me see. I can't. That looks to me like it's the right person on top. Okay, so Daniel is now on top. Before we move him, let's click him again to see if we can bring up. Howard is on top. So once again, but this is the part where we need. we need him to be the part we just commented out. So that's that, but we need it to be something like if it just moved. That's not what we're doing. So how do we do that? So he just moved. I'm gonna look at this thing we just made it so we can look at this hero. Let's see what happens when. So I'm just trying to figure out a way to like just moved or something. We could add in a thing. If you just moved, then I was looking on here to see if there was um so if you just moved, the other thing is no, we want to turn off that I'm trying to think like how often would you sit there and wait for your guy to move? You know, right now we have it really short times, but it's going to be way longer. Like it's going to take a day for the shit to move. Um, I don't think you would. So I mean, we could put another bool in. And like I said, it is selected just moved. We could put in a bool here. And if it just moved, then don't do it and turn off it just moved. I guess that's what we'll do. I feel like I've said this a bunch of times. Uh, I feel like I put in too many bools as a solution to my problems, and it doesn't actually solve anything. Uh, I mean, no, it solves the problem. It's like I'm just adding more shit that doesn't do what we want it to do, but that it's gonna work fine. What is this? False? What are we looking for here? Oh, we got lines and lines of this shit. Uh, is spawn is selected is it's the fourth one from the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is. Man, the damned is so good. I know. I listened. I. You guys can't hear it. I feel like I was gonna get in trouble, so I stopped doing it. Where I was playing the music I was listening to, but I listen to them all the time, and I kind of cut back on listening to them because I was tired of them. But here they are again, pleasing my ears. I don't know what I would do without music in my life. Like I've thought about that many times throughout my existence. Like music is so important. I feel for people who, can't hear. Uh, what the fuck were we doing before I started musing about my love of music? Okay, what the fuck was I doing? Oh, I know what I was gonna do. We're gonna go to hero movement and we're going to set this and we're going to say stacked again with false. No, well, that's no longer like that. With just moved set so it isn't selected when the stacking happens. What is this? Okay. Then we're going to go to the stackling, and we're going to turn this on, but we're going to say if just moved is not equal is not equal to true, and else. Wow. Is hero stacking attached to, whoops, false. Is hero stacking attached to, it's not. See how this one has this hero index number? We're doing this wrong. We're just gonna cause some issues here. This needs to go hero index number and hero index number. Okay. What? So when I talk to myself, I ask myself a lot of questions, and I've noticed in my stream, when I'm streaming video games, people think that I'm asking them questions, but they're like rhetorical questions. So people will be like, they'll respond and be like, "Why did you ask that question if you're whatever?" And so I've been trying to cut back on verbally asking myself questions. All right, let's see if this gibberish worked. Whoops, I didn't want that to pop up. I wanted to change my music here, or tell it that I'm still. All right, what the fuck were we doing? Just moving this guy somewhere. Let's recruit 2 suckers. It was still open. Trying to open something that was still open. Margaret Smith. See, it's still selected. Still selected. Perfect, perfect. Now what happens when we move this sucker here? Okay. It died. This person. Oh, this is perfect. Perfect time for me to take a quick break. Perfect time. All right, I will be back in less than 5 minutes. Let me turn this on. Be right back. I gotta take a piss. I don't know why I didn't take a piss when I had the chance. That's what I get. All right, so we're back to this issue. Okay, so when it actually happened? When did this break? Excuse me. We had. I think we should just be able to test this by moving this person back and forth. We didn't actually test this either. Okay. Whoa! Oh, I can't. I can't move Alan. Barbara Allen anymore. Let's look at her. She is number 0. Shouldn't it, where's is selected? Um, we got all sorts of problems. We knew that I put it in the title. I knew this shit was gonna be frustrating. Uh, is selected. Is selected. It's just above is moved. Oh, I gotta spawn one for that, or not spawn one. I gotta um. I can't see that one because it's a getter setter, I guess. Serialized, can't see getter setter. This is this weird new forum thing that started popping. Yeah, the open beta launch of Unity discussions. So I mentioned this before, but Discord's a real bummer for trying to Google solutions for anything because it's behind a login and you can't see this shit. Uh, but here's a workaround. The fuck is this? You know, we didn't. Oh. What happens if we just put serialized field right here? We didn't do it. It's public though. I don't think that's gonna work, but we can try it, you know? It's not the end of the world. Yeah, it didn't do shit. If I put serialized field, I've never done a serialized field up in whatchamacallit. Did I cut that? I did. In a public class. because I generally don't need them to be. Well, I guess I just did this for the first time today. Put a public class list thing. I mean, I've done those other ones like factions and things, so I guess it's not true. Um, so that's there, and that's working as we want it. Yeah. Okay, so what was going on with this? We had two people here. We got to spawn you. And that's right. Kenneth Wright is on the top. I don't know if we made any progress today. Okay, so it gets to its destination, and I think what's happening. Well, let's look. Oh fuck! I stopped it. It's getting to its destination and it's stacking these, and I think what's happening. Why would it disappear? Let's see if it's still there. And it's just, like under in the wrong order or something. It could be because remember I changed that thing, setting them to 100 automatically for their sort order. I thought I saw a bug there. So let's look up here. Wait, did they both move? Is that what it's telling me? They both moved. All right, that's unexpected. And this is still busted. We can't see. And it still thinks that person's there. Okay, why the fuck did that happen? We'll get this worked out eventually. It might take another 15 hours. Okay, so Aaron Wood is on the top. Is selected as yes. Is spawned. Is selected as still turned on. Is spawned. None of these other things have been triggered yet. I'm not going to be able to pause it in time. Oh. Oh, wait. I know what it is. One of these is, so this is like teleporting this over here. Let's leave that running. So it's under hero movement. Is something's fucked up over here. Change hero list might be part of the problem. But that's just adding them to the different stacks. It's not setting their destination like anywhere. Hero has arrived at destination. Okay, so that hasn't been triggered yet. It's when this is triggered. It's... It's got to be the stacking that's causing it, though. It has to be, right? Do we? Oh, we do. It's right here. Oh, right. We're moving it. We're moving it a tiny bit to shift it to the side. And I think what we're doing is the hero index number is wrong. Okay, let's think about that here. Did this just get all fucked up because I saved something? No. Yeah, they're both there, and one got like turned back on. Okay, so this is. All right, so it's going through the stack. Where is this? Where is this hero index number? Where are we setting this hero index number? I mean, I see it right here. Well, this is never going to work. That's just a 0. It's always 0. What fucking idiot wrote this? Oh. So what's happening is this guy's 0. He was 0 because we spawned a second person and that person's 1. We moved them and then 0 is getting moved to these things, which this should be stacking. This worked great with just 1. Okay, so did I delete hero index number or did I what is this hero index? Where are we getting this? Because we're using this a fucking lot. And hero stacking isn't assigned to the name of the hero. And the problem with that, I feel like, is what we're gonna have to if we put it on the token, it will run a bunch of times. And we don't want it to run a bunch of times. We want it to just run once. I guess we could put it like if it's 0. Nah, I don't know. But this is the problem is okay, this is where it's getting assigned. All right, so let me think about that. No. So the hero index number. Where is this one getting set? What is this one? This is just the name. Of. It's never going to work. So that's under toggle. UI hero toggle. That is this thing. Oh, we are. This matches. Okay, so that would work. Okay, so that sets that. The hero index number is currently. All right, so I guess I'm less of a fucking idiot than I thought. The hero index number, we should stop this since... How does that work when we spawn someone in a different area? So this is going to be 0 at this point. It's still 0. It's still 0. It's being a... it's still 0. Where did we add that in, though? Where did we tell it the other thing was? Hero... Is it down farther? Here it is. So this is setting... Hero list index is setting... So it's still 0 at this point. And we go to hero stacking. So this is currently still 0. It goes through... Okay, so that's why this is still working. And then we spawn a new guy. So now this should be 1. Whoops. And so we're going through now, and because it's going to run this stacking every time, right? Yeah, it is. So it's at 1 right now. And... Okay, so it's checking the second hero, which is 1. It's checking their location, and which is fine, I guess. And it's going to run this. It's going to put him on top, and it's going to remove him from the bottom of the list. Now it's going to go through this thing. We're still at 1. I'm holding my finger up like this to remember that we're still at 1. So for the first loop, it's doing all that. Can I put this down here with a period right there? I can. And so this is where it's setting the position for 1, which I'm moving 1. I don't think this is, so these are all going to be 1's location. I think this should be I. Because we're going through the list. We're counting with a for loop, aren't we? Yeah, we are. We're going through the for loop. And we're just like checking, like, hey, is this, is this guy's, oh wait, we're going through that. No, that's not true. This is the hero. They're not going to match. Okay, so that's why that's there. But we're still looking at 1. So we're still on 1 at this point. But what's his fuck is going to be at 0, and it's being moved to 1. So we got to fix how this number. This number needs to be adjusted. So when it's spawned, it works. But if it's just running on its own, Okay, so if it's just running on its own, I got to think how this. So remember, the thing is on its own. Like the token is on its own now. So the other token has moved. It got to its location. This one's on its own. We need a new set of hero stacking. I'm closing my eyes because that's how I'm concentrating. Um, we need to use a different number. We need to use. Or we need to assign the hero index number right here, not when it's being stacked. So how would we do that? So this is, once again, we could put a variable in hero stacking, an integer, and pass that along. How would we do that? So when it's running, how would we set that? So when it's like a lone stack, so imagine there's three of them. There's three of them here. I'm gonna imagine there is three of them stacked right here, and you move the top guy away. We just need it to run on here. Why do we need this here? Okay, so we need this. And we just need this. No, we don't need it to be that way at all. We just need this to be. We don't need this to be here. Oh, we do. We do need this to be here. But there's actually another way we can do this. We can just say. I thought we already did this. Okay, so what we're doing is we're getting the hero spawn location. But what? That was the. Which this is kind of. This is what we want here. But it can't be this guy's number because that's the wrong number. So I was trying to think like how do we do like we need like this county's. This county's name. So we need this game object's position. Is there another way to do this? This is the easiest way, but it's the wrong way now. And even so, I was thinking about we could like change this to destination or whatever. But even then, that's not gonna. We need to fix this so that it's more robust. Like later, I. So let me think about this again. So we have this token that's sitting in here. How does it know its location? It knows its current location, but when we're running this from the token controller's hero stacking doesn't know what fucking. It doesn't know what tokens it's stacking. So why is it stacking that? It's stacking that because there might be a stack of no, like a hero token has gotten there or a hero token has left. Yes, a hero token has left. So how does it know? We could put another variable that is like hero token left, but that's only going to like temporarily solve this one issue instead of making it solving other issues down the road. We could pass a variable in. We could say this is where you need to stack this shit. But how would it know that? It would know that from not there. Well, actually, this would also apply here. We'd be like, hey, stack, the currently selected. We would pass in currently selected. But how would it know? So it would know. Go back to hero movement here. We'd have to like save its location somewhere and then pass this through here, or we would have to put this above. We could just move this above, but once again, I think this is a this is one of those things where it's so fragile. The order is so important, and I know that's like just part of programming, but it'd be nice if we could make it less. So it reaches its destination. It's done moving. And we could say, this is temporarily, I think, only going to solve our issue here temporarily. We could say sort sorted starting location. Sort the hero token's starting location. Oops. Sorry, we shouldn't say sort. We should call it stack just to keep the terminology the same. Then this shit is changed afterwards. Whoops. After stacking, the hero tokens start location change their current location and destination. Then what is this fucking shit? Get this out of here. I mean, we need it, but we just don't want it right there. Then if we go back to this air that I just created, we can actually use what this thing, give me my stuff. Be friendly again. Tell me what you want. Okay. It was going to fill it out for me a second ago, and now it won't do it. I wonder if I like just cut all this, like click away and then come back. Will it be like, hey? Okay, it won't do it. Oh, no, it did it. All right, this is actually what we want, and we'll put this down here. So it's getting its old locations and it's sorting. This song's really good. I wish you guys could hear it. What the fuck is this? Look how long this thing. Oh, we're just putting it. We can just do X and Y up here. All right, let's try that. I think that actually might work. It might work. I don't like that everything is so fragile with the order and stuff. Someone else, someone in chat was like, you know, you're setting yourself up for failure there with how everything's required to be really the order is really important and stuff. Okay, well that didn't help us at all. Because we just moved this thing back. And I agree with that guy, whoever that guy's name was, that is like, we want to do this so it's not. So that stacked it, but once again, we're still using that same heroes thing. So he's going back, he's being pulled back there. And I think we went through actually and changed. We changed some of this. Yeah, we like changed this from like destination to location. So we got to figure out, we're going to have two things, or we got to pass in where it's going or where it's coming from. The other thing we could do is, instead of having this heroes thing here, we could stick the heroes here, and we could just say use the heroes parent name, and that would apply. That would get the right place. It would stack the right place. So we wouldn't have this heroes list down here. We would have the heroes put here. And that would solve this thing, I'm pretty sure, because this is the spawn, hero spawn location. Yeah, that would. So let's think about that. How are we setting when we're spawning these things? We're setting this. We just did this earlier, actually. We just fucked around with this earlier. We're setting the hero hierarchy list game. So this is just like a list with the parent in there. The fuck is this? What? This is a nothing. I kind of want to hear that song again. No, not this song. That song. What does this do? Oh, okay. So it's just grabbing like, hey, the game object that thing's attached to, and spawn it. When that's probably okay. That's an interesting way I did that. That's probably attached to this thing. Yeah. Okay. So what we could do instead Do the counties have a? Do the counties have a? What the fuck is this shit? Um, the fuck now I got sidetracked. Oh, okay, that's a deceptive name. I don't like that name at all. All right, we got to fix this problem real quick though. I had some question for myself. Oh, that was what I was gonna do. Does the county's list include a game object in it? Where am I going to here? You know, it does, and actually, it's kind of already set up for this spawning action. We wouldn't use this. We would use this. This is so fucking long. Okay, so let me think about this. Well, let's just try it. Sometimes it's easier just to try this shit. We would forsaken this whole thing. It would change everything. It would change our whole lives. Our whole lives would change. But it might be actually easier to find stuff in the hierarchy and also to tell where these fucking guys are. We would have to move around there. It didn't work. Where to go? Where did you go? It's not what I want. I want to select this fucking thing. Oh no, it is there. It's in Portland. Uh, so then we go to heroes stacking. This still isn't this is attached to its own little thing. And we would put in. Oh fuck, we're still back to the same problem of what hero. Once again, we could put this on the actual game object. And if we put this on the actual game object, then we would change all of this hero number. We would be so. But how would we stop it from? So this is my fear with that is so we have two of them stacked. The first one's going to stack, and then the second one's going to get stacked. How do we stack the? How do we make it so We always stack the top one? How do we know what the top one is? The other thing we could do is... This is currently just, what the fuck are you? Just the game object. We could assign... Wait. If we have the game object assigned, and we already know the game object's number is on there. So if, yeah, we do. We already have the... We have it right here. We already have the game object's name, so we don't need to... What am I selecting here? We don't need to try to get the hero ID because we have the hero's name right here. We would take this. And... Wait, we gotta think this through here. Let's put this up at the top because this is gonna be long. So it's gonna go... We only need this for this part down here. The hero stacking part, this hero index number, I think is okay for the rest. So let's... and it's gonna equal... Oh, we don't know which... Okay, maybe we need this in the for loop. Oh, wait, we have it right here. If we have it right there, what are we doing? It's this hero is... This is right. This is exactly what I was gonna do. Game object name, it's that hero. Why did we have this other hero here? Hero... Hero dot location... All that. And we had it here all along. Did I copy that whole thing? I don't remember. About to find out. So it seems like... Instead of this big line of shit right here, we could just say... Right? And then we could just go county... See, once again, like I was saying, I say this like every time we do these bug hunt shit. I don't like fixing bugs, but I feel like it improves my it improves my code, not my speaking. Look at that. It did 2 changes for me. Okay, so those, and like my code's getting shorter while we're doing this. It might be wrong. But I mean, everything I was about to do. I kind of like this idea, by the way, of moving this to here, but that also could be an issue. Let's go back to this toggle and put it back to whatever the fuck it was. Can I just Control Z my way out of here? Yes. Let's put a note here. Maybe have the heroes spawn as a child of the county in the higher, it was going to spell it. Yeah, there we go. Spell it for me there, buddy. It's spelled right down here. It's spelled right down here. We'll be fine. Hierarchy. There we go. All right, let's do this again. I was waiting. Oh, I was going to say I was waiting patiently for that to do that thing. If that solves the issue, I think I'm going to call it a day. I have a bunch of chores I got to do. Lately, I've been putting off everything that's important. I've been procrastinating like fucking mad. It's actually like kind of disturbing. Oh, he teleported back though. Oh, did we not change? Did we just change our issue to just a different? I think we just changed our issue to a different. We just rewrote our issue. Let's go back to hero movement. I rather have this below this. I rather have that there. You know, it gets to it gets there. So let's make this change the hero's current location. I rather have it to there. It's done moving. It hits the locations. It gets those changed. I think the problem is we'll run it once, but I'm pretty sure the problem is that index number, and we can't be using that at all. And we're still using it. And so we're going to have to come up with a better solution for that. So we can do that tomorrow. We're pretty. Tomorrow would be better because instead of next week, tomorrow would be better because my brain still got it kind of fresh, and I don't want to forget what the fuck we were doing. We had this problem before, and I fixed it. Did you see that worked? We still have that issue. Okay, well, why did that work? Let's spawn 3 guys and move one of them. I guess I gotta move the guy back. Kathleen Henderson is at the top. This shouldn't. So that kind of worked. Can we zoom in here a little bit? Yeah, both of these are turned on, and this didn't get kicked over. Which was kind of the whole thing we were just fucking with. Yeah, we just want the X to go over. I wonder if there's a way to, like, say, like, just move your current location over one without this. But then we would still need to move it back. Oh, I actually think we got a problem with the list. Because if it's 0, it should be resetting. If it's 1, it should be moved over a little bit. Did it teleport down there? I didn't know this hero stacking was going to be such a pain in my fucking ass. I mean, I had a feeling, but I didn't really think it would be that horrible. Let's see here. I think that all the stuff that I think shouldn't be that big of a deal is always a much more painful deal. Well, we know that they were both up there. For a second, I was thinking one teleported. Didn't it look like the one on the bottom moved out? It also selected this one. We might be changing this. We just can't tell. Yeah, the second one over needs to be moved. How much time? I should call it a day. I'm trying to think. No, I was gonna say this setting these as selected isn't gonna work. I don't think in the stacking thing. We're gonna have a different. So like when you click on it, you want the top one to always be selected, but it's not in this particular certain. Not always selected. You want it to actually be false because the stack is being done. It's sorting the stack at a different time. I wonder why 1 isn't. I wonder if it's moving the wrong one. We wouldn't be able to tell. Actually, we would be able to tell. You know how we'd be able to tell is we could. Oh, wait, maybe not. We might be able to tell where this should be right on their face. You're already recruited. All right, so see how this is like right on their face? That's correct. And this is moving 1 over. I don't think the list is getting updated right when they're getting removed and added. That's right on that guy's face. What about on this guy's face down here? Okay, that isn't. I thought maybe it was moving the wrong one. Why isn't it I don't remember the. Wait, what? Yeah, he's one. Well, he's one. It would still be one. Wait, wouldn't? We can't see that one. See, the index number is set to 2. So let's look at that. It's so he's set to 1. It's going to try to get the county spawn location. Well, no, they look like they're right on. I think we're gonna have to stick this on the token itself, and then how the fuck are we gonna do that though? So we put it on the token itself, because then if we have it on the token itself, we can just say put the name here. It doesn't we don't give a shit, and we just run it. We just say hey run, and then it will know. Well, wait. It's running this from. It's saying run that over there, and it doesn't know the heroes. This is the whole issue. Is this fucking number right here? When we're telling it to run, we could send that number through, I suppose. But how would we send that for when it hits the destination? We would say what? The other way we could do it. No, we still need. So this is part of it. I was like, we could just go through the whole stack and move the top one from the bottom, from the top to the bottom if it's. But how do we do that? I mean, we could go through every stack and everything. We could run the county. This shouldn't be that hard. So that makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong here, which I probably am. Okay, so hero stacking, that list is not connected to the hero at all. It's just at the location. And the problem I think is that this is getting the wrong location with this hero index number. Is it though? Oh, we're using it down here too. Um, I think we gotta rethink this whole thing because it's just not working. I mean, it's working to a point, but when we started adding a little bit of complication to it, it started falling apart pretty quickly. And we just keep adding on to the expansion of it. The expansion of the code that isn't working all that great. Like I said, we could pass in a variable of where we're stacking, but how we're going to tell? We need this to work in a bunch of different ways. So like, let's say when the token moves away, we don't actually need to restack the whole thing. Well, we kind of do. So I was going to say we just need to move the top one up. Oh, wait. Actually, how we're doing it currently is we're moving the one from the bottom to the top. When we take the thing away, the one on the bottom is going to the top, which actually isn't what we want. We're going to have to rethink this, and we're going to have two separate things. One for like hero stacking when it's being spawned. All right, let's put a note in and we'll call it a day. So we're going to have two different ones, I think. Maybe we can combine them and it's, one thing that's ran and it checks between the two. But we need it to be we actually need to, so we need two separate hero stacking methods. One for when a hero is spawned, where that hero is placed on the top of the stack from the bottom, because when a hero is spawned, it is placed on the bottom of the stack list. Then we need another one that stacks from the top and doesn't move the list or the stack list around at all. It just moves the second token to the side and turns on the name of the top token and the token count, if applicable. Oh, god damn it. All right, I think that's, yeah, so we need two separate ones. So I think we can break that hero stacking into two different things, but then how do we tell? We can have an event. That event fires. Everything gets stacked. I just thought of something. We could also spawn the new token. Oh wait, but that's not going to work. This method would also work with clicking on the stack, making the bottom one come to the top and be selected. God damn it, I try to save it again. All right, so we have one that's going to go here. You got a stack of 3. and you spawn a new one on, it actually spawns out on the bottom and it restacks it and puts on the top. If you click on that one, it should move the one from the bottom and put it on the top. That's the first method. The second method that we need is we have a stack of 3 or 4, whatever. The top one moves away. We just need the second one in the stack to move over so that we can, the top one to move back and the second one to move over. And that way we can tell that there's a stack and all the numbers and stuff to count up. So those are the 2 things we need. And we kind of got to rethink this whole process through. But this is going to be the main issue we're going to deal with tomorrow. And I bet you as we get those, that figured out, we'll kind of, it will kind of stabilize the code, I'm hoping. So let's do what we always do, which is we push this shit to... I kind of like the idea of putting the heroes underneath here in the hierarchy. You're not going to have that many heroes, though. So let's close this thing. And let's go to you. Did we fix any bugs? I guess we fixed a little bit. Fixed. What did we fix? It was something dumb. Instantiate. Instantiate to parents and stack count. Battled and had to retreat against the hero stacking issues. All right, then we can attack it again tomorrow. We're gonna have another round of combat. That is it for me today. Thank you guys for joining me. I will talk to you next time. Have a good day.